Do you ever hang up the phone or end a date and immediately start replaying the conversation in your head, wondering, did I say too much? Did I sound needy? Was I interesting enough? We put so much pressure on ourselves to say the perfect thing. But what if I told you that the most captivating women don't focus on what they say, but on the structure of how they communicate? They have a kind of verbal posture that radiates confidence, creates intrigue, and makes them unforgettable. It's the reason why a man can have a 10-minute conversation with one woman and forget it instantly, but have a 5-minute conversation with another and think about it for days. Today, we are decoding the 7 communication secrets of high-value women. This isn't about scripts or pickup lines. This is about transforming your verbal energy so that when you're not around, your presence is deeply missed. And pay very close attention to secret number 6. It's a tiny shift in how you talk about the future that separates the woman he sees as pressure from the woman he sees as his destiny. Let's dive in. Secret number 1, the power of the pause. The most common communication mistake is rushing. Rushing to answer a question, rushing to fill a silence. This signals anxiety and a desire to please. A high-value woman understands that silence is not empty, it's full of power. She uses the pause. Before she answers a significant question, she takes a gentle 1-second breath. She lets a moment of silence hang after he says something important. Why it works, the psychology. A pause forces the other person to lean in, both physically and mentally. It subcommunicates that you are thoughtful, not reactive. It makes your words feel more deliberate and valuable when they finally arrive. It creates a calm, confident rhythm to the conversation that is incredibly alluring. How to do it? The next time you're asked a question like, "What are you looking for?" Instead of launching into a pre-rehearsed answer, simply hold his gaze, breathe, and then begin. Feel the difference. He will feel it too. Secret number 2, the character compliment. It's easy to compliment a man on his achievements, his job, his car, his muscles. This is what everyone does, and it strokes his ego. A high-value woman compliments his character. She bypasses the superficial and acknowledges the core of who he is. Why it works, the psychology. This creates a profound sense of being seen. Praising his character, his integrity, his kindness to a waiter, his resilience, shows that you are paying attention to the real man, not just his resume. This type of validation is rare, and it creates a deep emotional bond. He'll associate you with the feeling of being truly understood and admired. How to do it? Instead of, "Nice watch," say, "I was so impressed with how you handled that stressful situation earlier. You have a really calming presence." Instead of, "You have a great job," say, "The way you talk about your work, it's clear you're so passionate and disciplined. I really admire that." Secret number 3, the curious disagreement. Many women think that being agreeable is the way to be liked, but a woman who agrees with everything is forgettable. She has no edges. A high-value woman is not afraid to disagree, but she does it with curiosity, not combativeness. Why it works, the psychology. This builds respect. It shows you have your own mind, your own values, and a strong sense of self. It creates a stimulating dynamic where he feels he's engaging with an equal. A confident man isn't looking for a yes woman. He's looking for a partner who can challenge him and expand his perspective. How to do it? If he says something you don't agree with, smile and say, "That's interesting. I've always seen it a little differently." What makes you say that? Your tone is one of curiosity, not judgment. You're opening a debate, not starting a fight. It's exhilarating for him. Secret number 4, the high point exit. We've all done it. Stayed on the phone until the conversation dies a slow, awkward death, or texted back and forth until there's nothing left but LOL. A high-value woman knows how to leave them wanting more. She ends the interaction, the date, the phone call, the text exchange, at the peak of the emotional high, not in the valley. Why it works, the psychology. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. Our brains have a strong tendency to remember incomplete tasks or conversations better than completed ones. By ending the conversation when it's still fun and engaging, you create an open loop in his mind. He's left wanting more, and he associates you with that positive, unresolved feeling. How to do it. On a great phone call where you're both laughing, say, "This has been so much fun, but I've actually got to run. Let's talk again soon." On a date that's going perfectly, be the one to say, "I've had the best time tonight. I should probably get going." You control the ending and preserve the peak emotion. Are these starting to click for you? If you're getting value from this, do me a favor and tap that like button. It tells YouTube that this is a conversation worth sharing. We have 3 more to go, and the next 2 are where we really separate the girls from the queens. Secret number 5, the "I feel" statement. When there's a conflict or a misunderstanding, the default is to use accusatory "you" statements. "You're not listening. You never text me back." This immediately puts him on the defensive. A high-value woman communicates her needs and boundaries by speaking from her own experience using "I feel" statements. Why it works, the psychology. An "I feel" statement is psychologically impossible to argue with. He can argue with "you are ignoring me," but he cannot argue with "I feel a little disconnected when I don't hear from you." It transforms a confrontation into a vulnerable invitation for him to understand your perspective. It fosters connection instead of conflict. How to do it. Instead of "You're late again," say, "When you're late, I feel like my time isn't being valued." Instead of "You're not taking this seriously," say, "I feel a bit anxious about this, and I'd love to feel like we're on the same team." Secret number 6, the open loop future statement. Okay, this is a game changer. An anxious woman will try to lock down the future with questions. "When am I seeing you again? Are we exclusive? Where is this going?" This feels like pressure and makes a man retreat. A high-value woman inspires him to think about a future with her using open-loop future statements. She paints a picture without demanding he be in it. Why it works, the psychology. This is a sophisticated use of suggestion. You are planting a seed in his mind of a future that includes you, but in a low-pressure, aspirational way. He gets to fill in the blanks and starts to imagine it for himself, which is far more powerful than being told what to do. It makes the idea of a future his idea. How to do it. Instead of, "We should go to Italy together next year," say, "I've been dreaming of going to Italy one day. I can just imagine eating pasta and drinking wine overlooking the Amalfi Coast." Instead of, "Are you going to your family's for the holidays?" say, "The holidays are my favorite. I love the smell of a real Christmas tree and baking cookies." You're sharing your world, and he'll start to wonder how he can fit into it. Secret number 7, the language of appreciation, not expectation. The final and most magnetic secret is the energy behind your words. Do they come from a place of expectation or a place of appreciation? A high-value woman speaks the language of appreciation. She notices the little things. She expresses genuine gratitude for his effort, his time, and his presence. She operates from a place of wholeness, not of lack. Why it works, the psychology. This is classic positive reinforcement. Men are effort-based creatures. When their effort is genuinely seen and appreciated, they are motivated to offer more of it. It makes him feel like a hero in your eyes. He will want to be around you because he feels successful and valued in your presence. How to do it. When he plans a date, say, "Thank you for putting this together. I'm having a wonderful time." When he texts you good morning, a simple, "That just made me smile, thank you," goes a long way. You are appreciating the gesture, which will make him want to do it again and again. So, to recap, the power of the pause, the character compliment, the curious disagreement, the high point exit, the "I feel" statement, the open loop future statement, and the language of appreciation. Your words are not just sounds, they are a direct reflection of your self-worth. When you start communicating from a place of calm confidence, inherent value, and genuine warmth, you don't need to try to make him miss you. He will miss the way he feels when he talks to you. He'll miss the respect, the peace, and the inspiration. He'll miss you. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 communication secrets was the biggest light bulb moment for you? Which one are you going to start practicing this week? Let me know in the comments below. Sharing your commitment makes it real. And if this video empowered you to own your voice, please do me the honor of hitting that subscribe button and turning on the notifications. Thank you for your time and energy. Now go and have unforgettable conversations.